So we kick our first live broadcast on Sunday with a gospel music, one of the tracks which can be found on my album, which is available on all digital platforms. Greetings and welcome on your lovely channel, the Hlonipani Global News. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, guess what, you become the very first one to watch us. So I think we predicted that Emerson Mnangagwa, in his trips, he was going to be accompanied by the zviganandas. They tried to hide them at the Vatican, but in China, eventually some of them started surfacing in the pictures that were relayed, as well as also the tags which they used in their foreign trips, and all were regarded as the staff members, and which means their bill was actually footed by the government of the day through taxpayers' money. Now the question, do you think that them traveling with Emerson to these various countries, it was only for the specific purpose of accumulating wealth alone? I think we would not have done justice to think so. Them traveling, taking these foreign trips, and it has been lengthy foreign trips. For example, people were laughing that in Italy, for example, they were given 15 minutes and the rest of the time they spent taking pictures. But I must attest to you that these people are taking this lengthy trip. Definitely it was not just for accumulating wealth, because as much as they may make deals, but these individuals would love to secure their future. I'm talking about Mnangagwa and these zviganandas. They are targeted by the other faction, and they have been exposed as people who are actually causing the problems for the people of Zimbabwe. They have been identified as individuals who are the masterminds as well as the executors of corruption. As such, they have to plan and come up with a strategy to counter the other faction, which is also, doing its things secretly. Nobody knows what is the plan, but we know a little bit about the Mnangagwa faction, that they are determined in making sure that by November this year, 2030, mantra would have been an achieved goal. That is what is in their plan. So definitely them going to these countries, there is planning that is taking place, and secret planning that is being carried out by Emerson Mnangagwa, as well as these zviganandas. And at the center of this planning is to ensure that Emerson Mnangagwa remains in power, and because they know that if this man stays in power, they stand to benefit. Their assets would be protected in Zimbabwe, and the wealth that they have accumulated will remain, and also they stand a chance to remain wealthy for some years to come, as long as much as Emerson Mnangagwa continues to survive. We know that amongst the zviganandas, Emerson Mnangagwa has actually promised Gudagwa Shetakure to take over, to be his successor. He prefers him over retired General Chiwenga. And I think I have overemphasized this, that the sole purpose and the reason is Mnangagwa has done a lot of unforgivable things to retired General Chiwenga. I think he has been a personification of betrayal to the man. We know that the man almost was risen from the deathbed. He was almost dead. When he went to China, he was unconscious, and there were rumors that the man was already finished. But somehow he managed to resuscitate, and he is giving them problems, serious headache. When they thought that they had everything under control, especially going to Bulawayo, we saw Blessed Geza coming up, standing up, pouring a lot of cold water into the 2030 mantra. The 2030 mantra, whom we're told by this time this year, it will be a done deal. Emerson Tambo, it will be known, it would have been appreciated and accepted by the nation that elections would be postponed. Though they are still singing this old song, the certainty of achieving this goal remains in limbo because the other faction is actually looking at them and definitely cooking counter measures against Emerson Tambutso. I must attest to you that them coming to Swaziland, of course in Swaziland, there are so much deals that they were securing there, and most probably with other neighboring countries and so forth. As soon as details comes, we will definitely be the first one to finish you with. But what I'm assured of is that they were definitely planning and scheming against the retired General Chiwenga faction on how to try and outsmart him. At the same time was retired General Chiwenga as well as his other group not also coming up with countermeasures against Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa. Definitely that cannot be sidelined. That cannot actually be overlooked. Something of that sort may have been taking place. We know a lot about Mnangagwa that when he comes home, they will try to campaign through the title deeds, but they are selling land to the people they would be actually giving land. And the strategy is to sell this land and then later on go to the same people because they have got the money, they have access to the coffers of the state to take that money and buy that same land and accumulate and own as much as possible land as they can. Now the question is the other faction too smart to actually counter this? I think we got to know about the trips of zviganandas and Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa before they embarked on that particular trip. From the other faction, it has been actually leaking information, obviously through its various segments. They have people there also working with who are actually also equally, but not to the extent of Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa. We know that there is a plan to remove Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa this time around for good, to remove him, but also there is a plan for Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa to try and survive. Those who think Blessed Geza is gone, then you don't understand the politics of Zimbabwe. The old man is still up and running. The old man is still stronger than ever before. He is still there. And I must attest to you that at the right time, you will see him coming. And definitely this time around, things would not actually be good. They are secretly hatching their plans. The factions are planning and scheming against each other. Which faction will have the last day or the last say or the last laugh? That remains unpredictable, but definitely something, something next to removal of Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa from the power is what is actually possible at the moment. Thank you very much once again for watching us. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we film live, you become the very first one to watch us. So I have released also my album. It is available on all digital platforms. You can search for it. It's Hlonipani Ncube. The title of the album is Uthando Lwakhe. Enjoy the tracks. There are about 8 tracks in that particular album. Once again, let me love and leave you. Let's meet on the other side of the live broadcast with more. I promise to come again, but not soon, maybe after an hour or so. But not in order for you not to miss me, make it a point you press the red or black subscribe button as well as the bell so that when I come through, you get